By the way, I have that booth that I travel everywhere with where I record any vocals and stuff. And my engineers, they're over there and they record me.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've never seen that before. I've never seen a
never
vocal
seen the
booth
booth.
sitting on a stage like this. It's like Doctor Who.
It's like Tim and Ted's world. You know what I'm saying? Like you walk through this door and like you walk through an entire dimension. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell?
Yeah, this is my booth.
Oh my God, you just go in here and it's like, hey, I need you to redo some vocals because I think this could be better this way or whatever. I'm just gonna figure this out and let's go in and create and then just play it back.
It's probably less expensive than, you know, all of the studio sessions. I mean, especially if you have like an environment like this where you can just be creative. Yeah.
It's such a simple addition to the experience, but I've never seen anyone bring it to the stage just to capture it. You must just be here, you must have an idea or think something, just go in there and get it done.
I create a world wherever I am that represents the thing that I need, right? This is the musical side of it. And there's the other side of it, which is health and wellness. I got like an entire health and wellness suite back there that's got a jacuzzi, it's got a cold dip, it's got an infrared sauna, it's got a space to work with, you know, my trainers where we're working on my body, making certain that I'm, you know, ready. You know, I skate out there. I have more than enough space to just stay in my zone. You know,
Well, health is wealth, man. I think hopefully that's something we're figuring out as a species, you know, is that we get pulled into all the stuff. But health is wealth. Really.
Health is wealth, and affirmations come by way of your belief. In the process of preparation for our performance at the Grammys, by the way, I didn't win Album of the Year that year, and I'm still a little like, man, I don't know if there's been an album that has actually sold as many or either been as influential as that album has been. Even Rolling Stone said it, but it did not win Album of the Year.
Grammys.
That's cool.
Grammys, cool. Artists still care.
Yeah, of course. I mean, but artists do care. Artists care.
Artists care.
And I'm happy to see the progress that they are making, and but it doesn't change the fact that we have feelings, and we have lived in a time where you're supposed to be poised and conduct yourself in a certain manner. But I think when you finally get to the age where you're like, hey man, love it or hate it, this is how I feel. Whether you choose to do something for history, not just for me or these young artists, that's good, but do you do things for history? I did. I did that day because I think that it was important that the world saw James Brown. I lost my father, which I had no relationship with him my entire life. And now I'm bringing a son into the world, and yet I'm not necessarily seeing what it is to have a relationship with a male in that way.
I've always wanted to ask you this, and I hope you take it in the nature in which it's intended, which is pure love and respect. But as someone who took your father's name and became successful with your father's name, but not knowing your father through a majority of that early wave of huge success, to come to a point where perhaps there's some resolution there or not, how that changed the way you felt about the way we see the name Usher.
Yeah, I know. And that's why I chose to do what I did, the way that I did it, because the definition that I had was not good enough for the 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old. I wanted to not be remembered as, oh yeah, that's little Usher's son, or that's Erky's son, which is what they named my dad. It's like, no, I'm not a basketball player, and no, I'm not a father who, or a person who abandoned his child. That's not who I am. This is who I am. And I'm gonna now find my definition. I'm gonna manage to make this name that is awkward as hell, because I don't know any other Ushers. You know, I know another Zane, you know what I'm saying? I know another Bob, I know another, Jim, Bill. Yeah. I even know another Idris, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know any Ushers other than the one.
For the longest time, I thought I was the outlier with Zane, but it turns out I know 2 other Zanes. It's true, there's a few.
So Usher, I was like, I gotta manage to make this name mean something. And I have to say I was blessed to have people who would profess things of positivity over my life. And they saw something in me that maybe I didn't recognize yet, because God was making his way through my gifts, talents, my optimism, I was very happy as a kid and was always looking for positivity and just into things, and, always trying to get more, go further, or try to, no, we can do this, we can, I was a culprit trying to figure out how to move things forward. But I had family members that, they spoke to me in a certain way. My cousin, Rico Spence, he gave me the name Big Time at the age of 1. And nobody in Chattanooga calls me Usher. They call me Big Time because that's my nickname. So I lived my entire life, I'm Big Time, And I believed that. And something in me made me feel, and he taught me hip hop. He taught me how to dance. He taught me what rap was. He taught me about culture. He taught me how to dress. He taught me what it was to be a man. You know, I wouldn't be the man I am to this day without that one person, to be honest. All the other male influences that were actually fathers in a different way, but he was my cousin. And my cousin, he taught me what it was to be a solid dude. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful that he saw something in me and wanted me to be greater than the Usher that was my dad. So it then gave me some motivation. I was given a kickstart. Like Big Time was a kickstart, right? Being able to, as I said, find someone, a relationship that I feel is offering true love, love that is, the expectation of it is a good one. One that says, I want you to be your best. I want you to be at your best. I want you to know who you are. I don't want you to look for who you are. I want you to know who you are. And my partner, Jen, she's a remarkable woman. Not only because she blessed me with two incredible, beautiful children, but also too because she loves my older boys as though they're her own. She works along daily trying to figure out how to manage the relationship between me and my ex-wife, you know, and the rest of my family. You know, she's mindful of all things and a rational thinker. But, you know, I'm very happy for the partnership that I have. And as I said, as a result of the personal work that I was able to do, it then led me to a partner that was there with me all the time. She was my best friend. I never thought I would have fallen in love with my best friend, but I did. She was right there. We never messed around, nothing like that. It literally was like, wait a minute, you? Wait a minute, yes, you. You know, but it inspired some of the songs on this album. That relationship has been one that I'm very, very proud of. And I'm very excited about our future together.
You're happy.
I'm very happy.